finally, we are ready. Everything has been completed. We have da, 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 our new cover for the game. Let's take a good look. I got this professionally printed off. Well, as professional as going to Staples is. But me and my mom on our way home Sunday, we went to Staples. I tried to print it off. I failed again. Let me tell you, that was a whole story on its own. I'm I'm sure no one really cares that much, but of course, Friday afternoon I tried to print it off, but for some reason the image kept getting scaled up, so it was not this size. It was the entire paper, which of course I don't want because the entire paper is not going to fit in here in this. And then on Sunday, I was like, okay, so we tried a couple other things. I'll see if having a normal JPEG will put it to the right size. I printed off the JPEG and it turned out smaller. It turned out smaller, and I was like, oh no. We talked to the lady. The lady's like, oh, I'm the only one who could. We can't really do that with normal printers. I guess I don't know why this Staples or just any place that offers printers would do that, where it would automatically scale up an image. It seems silly to me, but we're not gonna worry about that part. So the lady was like, you already printed this off like 4 times. Here, I'll take it to my printer. You to tell me what file it's in on your memory stick, and I'll print it off. And I didn't have to pay because I don't quite get it, but I did pay for like the original copies, but I didn't pay for these guys. And by these guys, I did print off two copies in case we mess up on one. We have a spare. Yes. So that is what we're doing today, along with, of course, a couple other things. But this is the main event, okay? The main event. So we're just gonna take this guy. We're gonna put him aside because we don't need him in the way while we're trying to print this off. We're gonna print this off. Cut this out. We're gonna move that guy to the side. And we're gonna do this kind of how they had me doing it in high school. I don't have one of those little guillotine things, so I have to do this the old-fashioned way using a little sharp edge and a pencil. The pencil is for score lines. Admittedly, I don't actually think I need them. I should have put some, what are they called when you actually have the, I want to say die line, but I know that's not the right word. What's it called? I don't think anyone can answer me, but yeah, we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Boom, just cutting with a knife and a little bit of luck. My one problem with this is that I am sitting down. Whenever I would do this at school, I was definitely not sitting down. I want to be able to, people to be able to see what is going on. So I have to gotta be pretty careful here. Especially careful since I'm using a very sharp little blade. I got a fresh blade this morning, or I put a fresh blade on it this morning so that it's nice and sharp and the lines will cut beautifully, or so I hope. I don't know. I honestly think this is probably the easiest way to get the straightest lines at this point. Um, I wish I was standing for this. Kinda. I was starting to set everything up to be where I was standing for this stream, but then I realized that my even at the highest setting, my camera, which is tracking me, has absolutely no way of getting up quite high enough. Anyways, There's a little bit of a white line left on the edge, but you know what? That's fine. That is fine. It doesn't need to be perfect, honestly. Okay. Trying to get it good enough. I'm so excited for how this is going to turn out, though. Um, it's so hard to get this all lined up nicely and still being able for people to, watch it if they feel so inclined to watch it. Yeah, I don't know. It's we might not even bother taking off this back part right here. This back part. Since I didn't do a back cover, you can just leave that on there probably. And have it be relatively fine. Okay. We're gonna try next one. Nice. Oh, that's a pretty wide line. Okay, we'll take a little bit more off of this guy. Little bit more off the bottom. And this is why I got the absolute sharpest possible knife that I could. Because it allows you to take off these tiny, tiny little. Look at that. Look at that. It's so thin. Ooh. I don't think anyone cares to see that, but almost halfway there. Nice, nice. One more side for sure. And then we're done and we're ready to go. And this is a pretty short stream, but that's okay. That's okay, because this is okay. Well, like I said, we're also doing another thing today. We're doing another thing today, which should be pretty fun. I hope it will be fun at least. I don't think this stream is gonna go much beyond an hour, admittedly though, even with the tier list that I've decided to also do. So yes, there's it shouldn't be too crazy of a day. My one problem with this is definitely with the top over there. Since there's no colors, I can't really line it up with that. There's you know what? Here we go. All or nothing. Yeah, it looks fine. It looks fine. Okay. Do we want to take this side off, or do we want to just leave it as it is? I don't know. Maybe we'll take off at least a little bit of it. I don't know. Are we gonna? Am I gonna do that? Am I gonna cut it right onto the line? Am I gonna leave a little bit? Am I not gonna bother at all? I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking of not even bothering at all. Because, of course, I don't have the back cover, so having this part right there doesn't really matter either way. So, yeah, no, I think maybe it's just time for the moment of truth. The moment of truth, everyone. Okay, open up. Ooh, Pokemon Black. I'm not gonna try to redesign that though. we're not touching the actual game. It's just the cover. So this guy, I'll probably still keep that around, but we now just slide this guy into place, and it should look pretty good. This is the combination of 8 whole weeks of work, almost 16 hours of art and design. You ready? Are you ready? Are we ready? Yes, we're ready. Ooh. 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 My own custom cover. Ooh. Of course, there's nothing on the back, but look at that. Look. Look at that. It's done. It's finally done. All those weeks of work, all that effort. It's beautiful. It is. I am. It's